students in your class?
A joy. Just in a nutshell, it's been a joy. It used to be that special needs people were put into a certain section, not mainstream. Well, with mainstream, and that's I'm assuming what we did this semester is that, well, a few of them did have to audit again. However, we would have never have known that some of them didn't need to audit if we wouldn't have done it. And to put them all into a non-mainstream situation where none of them have that chance is really not equitable education.
Any surprises?
There were some positive surprises that for the most part, all of the students helped them. And the main surprise is a little bit towards the end when I had to group them for their for their shared projects. We had some problems with the groupings, and it wasn't just necessarily special needs students. There was some other maybe some people who didn't work as hard as others, where other students didn't want to work with different students. So I was kind of assuming that everyone would kind of be more collective in that sense. So to be perfectly honest, I was a little let down with some of the, not the Propel students, but how do you describe it? When you have a 95% help rate, and at the very last minute it's not 100%, you feel a little, come on, can't you help out? You're getting an A and he needs a little help and it's not going to affect you. I don't know, but I think when we teach, we deal with the human condition, and people are very selfless. But sometimes people also can be selfish, and they don't, and I think that will come out. You'll see that as a teacher too. You're going to see the human condition, and I did see that a little bit, but that was not the preponderance. That was not the majority of the attitude. The majority of the attitude was to embrace all the other students that help each other. So generally speaking, it was a very positive thing. But I think it's important that I have to mention the very few caveats that I saw. And it wasn't necessarily with them, it was with other students. Or it could have been just the fact that, yes. And it's the same thing I use with all the students. It's interaction with language. And also the interaction really helps people it helps their affective filter. The attention span of most students when a teacher's talking is about, I want to say on a good day 10 to 15 minutes, but probably more like 5 to 10. So when I switched it and put the power of learning onto the students and made it student learning, not only did it help them with their joy, it also helped the Propel students come out of that kind of social bubble. They overcame their shyness. And at first they just wanted to work with each other. But towards the end they were gravitating to other non-special needs members of the class, which I thought was really, really nice. And then they were getting befriended, and it was like, come on, Dan, you're over here. Come on, you're in our group now. So they'd have to say goodbye to their furlong friends in the special needs class. So they were not only coming out of their own bubbles, they were coming out of the bubble of just being in that kind of that segregated group. Which I think another positive thing of mainstreaming also is. So
that inclusion.
That so inclusion important. Was very important. It's the same advice I have, and it's not Propel versus any other kind of student. It's just learning how to touch them effectively, and a lot of interaction in the language class. Also, holistic lessons that are down to earth and real life situational tasks. Also. Just patience and a sense of humor, which is important for any job that sometimes can be stressful. But it makes a job that's stressful actually very joyful so patience and just do the best you can. So I would do it again, and I hope that I'd like to know the results of your study or the research, or I'm assuming a program is going to launch from this, I hope.
Well, we've launched the Propel program. What we want is for it to stay within the university after the grant is done. So
I understand. And also, I think another thing of advice is it's okay as teachers to accept our own ignorance, our own points of ignorance in the sense, like, if we don't know how to address something, if we don't know how to be politically correct about something, it's okay to ask you. I mean, call and ask. If you didn't get information, say, Kate, where is this? Or it used to be growing up that a person with Down syndrome, they would call them they would label them all these different, and now they label them different names, which could change in 10 years. But if you don't know what you're supposed to call it at this point, which I still don't.
Yeah.
I just didn't say anything. It's like, this is Phil, and he's doing real well.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to ask for support when you don't know things.